Hello YouTube. So in today's video I'm going to go ahead and give you an update on the vehicles. I'm actually going to give some maintenance on the cars. So make sure you guys stay tuned and here we go. Dirty Dudes! Alright guys, so I already went ahead and changed out the filter. It's a really easy removal and installation on that air filter. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver, and you want to do is remove these 4 screws. They actually don't come off. They actually top off and get stuck with the top part of the air filter box. And what you do is just loosen these up. You have to move this hose. And the top part comes off easy, and just pull out the air filter. I'm going to show you guys the old air filter I just removed. Alright, so this is the filter I'm going to be using. It's got a Fram. This is 7421, and this is an actual old filter. I don't even remember the last time I changed it, to be completely honest, because I haven't been actually using the truck. But as you can see, it's in really bad shape. On the top you can't tell it's that dirty, but once you pull it off, you can see how dirty it is. And they're supposed to be changed every 40,000 miles or 4 years, I guess, depending on your use. But yeah, it's a really quick maintenance you guys gotta keep up. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and do an oil change on the Blazer. Alright, so I'm already under the truck, and as you can see, the oil pan is right there, and the drain plug is going to be right there. I already have my pan there, and I'm going to be using a 50mm socket to remove this drain plug. And I went ahead and drove the truck around for at least 15 minutes, so be very careful you don't touch the exhaust or any hot parts. And the reason I do that, so oil could actually come out a little bit smoother and faster. All right, let's see if I could take off this drain plug without getting stained, getting my hand. All right, let's see if I can manage to take off this drain plug without getting my hands all oily. Fail. Alright. Good thing the oil wasn't that hot. I almost forgot to mention, you're removing the oil cap. It actually runs a little bit smoother, a little bit faster, so make sure you guys do that. And also, it's a reminder to refill your oil before you turn on the car. Alright guys, so I did have to change the alternator on this car. I do have a video on how to replace that alternator. I'll put a link for you guys somewhere up here. But I did have to replace it because it was draining the battery. So let me show you guys real quick. Alright, so this is the new alternator. It's a really easy replacement as well. I just had to remove the negative side of the battery, then remove the plugs in the back. Again, I'll put a link for you guys up here. And there's this cable right here. Let me see if I can focus. You have to replace that nut right here, and there's this harness right here. 2 bolts in the front, and that's about it. And 2 bolts. There's going to be the one right here, and the other one's going to be right here. And that's it. And just replace or reinstall your serpentine belt, and that's about it. Alright, so this is the filter I'm going to be using. It's the Fram XG3980. And I'm still draining out the oil. And this is the oil I usually use. The high mileage advanced full synthetic 5W30 Mobile 1. That's the oil I use. Not sponsored, by the way. It's just my preference of oil and brands I use. More accessible, I guess. And this is a tool I use to remove that filter. The filter wrench. The part number. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I did the Titan, I showed you guys how to do to remove this filter with a leather belt. If you're curious of watching that video, I'll put a link for you guys somewhere up here. But when I was younger, before these came out, we would use the regular oil filter wrenches, and they would always bend, or they were too bulky. So we just eventually use the leather belt, or even a screwdriver. You just pierce the filter with a screwdriver, with a large screwdriver, and just either losing it to the, let me see, this is the arrows where you tighten it, so you're losing it over here. So you just pierce it with a screwdriver and just loosen the filter up. And little techniques. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and install back the drain plug. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little wipe down. And before I tighten it up, I actually give it another wipe over here in the oil pan. I don't know if you guys know, but these actually have a little gasket right here. These actually go bad. So once in a while you want to replace these drain plugs. This is my little technique. Wipe this down and get a better seal. Alright, so now to replace the filter, I already installed the filter remover. Those are pretty cool. What you use is your ratchet. You really need to tighten it but you don't tighten your filter really tight. I usually just do it a hand tight, because with the suction it actually really gets stuck in there. So make sure you guys don't use any tools to tighten up those filters. And before I install the new filter, make sure the gasket's not in there, because sometimes the gaskets come off and get stuck here. You don't need a double gasket on that filter, so make sure you guys double check that. And I'll show you guys in the new filter what gasket I'm talking about. Alright guys, so before installing the new filter, I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil inside the filter and actually lube up this gasket. This is a gasket I was telling you guys about when you're removing the old one. Make sure this old one on the old oil filter doesn't get stuck in the actual block. So keep an eye out on that filter, or not the filter, this actual O-ring gasket, whatever you guys want to call it. Alright, again guys, make sure you guys double triple check that the old on any car, any oil change, make sure you guys always check that the old gasket, O-ring, whatever you guys want to call it, is not stuck in your block, in your housing, whatever you guys want to call it, before you install the new filter. What I like about these filters, the frames, they actually have the little arrows. Will show you where to tighten. Again, don't really tighten. These are not supposed to be tightened all the way with any tools or anything. Just hand tighten as hard as you can. And that's it. Now to just put some oil on in the block, and we're done. I almost forgot to mention, these trucks actually have a skid plate, either plastic. Most of the times they're plastic. Some come with metal. They have a little door so you can remove that. This truck, actually, I damaged that plastic skid plate. I do need to get another one. I was thinking about getting a metal one. I thought I was gonna make a custom one, like I did with the Titan, the Nissan Titan. But I think I'm just gonna get the plastic one just to protect from any debris flying up to the engine, striking any important hoses or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that one and reinstall the plastic original skid plate. So it's held up by these bolts right here. So hopefully I can get that as soon as possible. Again, I still haven't install back the sway bars. If you guys are curious about what happened with the sway bars, I'll put a link for you guys somewhere up here. But I did remove that sway bar maybe a year ago, and I haven't installed it back. I do need to get an alignment. I do need to fix those tie rod ends. I got so much maintenance to do on this car. I do need to fix the 4x4. A lot of oil leaks, so I do need to fix a lot on this truck. I was thinking about actually selling this truck, but I think I'm just gonna invest my money into this truck instead of buying another one, and just keep this truck, probably sell the Titan, and just keep the Infinity and the Blazer for now. And time will tell. So guys, stay tuned and see what happens to the Blazer. I did put the new tires, so I'm already back on investing on this truck. So hopefully I get it running 100%. Fixing the 4x4, do a little more trips, and do some more videos for you guys. All right, guys. So the last step, the most important step, or one of the important steps. Let's put some oil on this truck. There you go, guys. I think this truck is recommended you use 4.5 quarts. I went ahead and used all 5 because it's leaking oil, so I know it's gonna leak some oil within time. That's the reason I'm using the 5-gallon. But I think it's recommended. All right, guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and change the fuel filter. It's gonna be our part number, and this is gonna be the actual fuel filter. Don't throw the box yet because it does come with this little lock, and you also need to use this wrench that are meant for those hoses. Right now I'll be showing you guys how I'm gonna replace those. What do you need this for? All right, guys. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be using this. That angle's pretty hard, so work with me, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be holding this nut right here with an adjustable wrench. I don't know what size it actually is. And then you're gonna use your 16, and you put this inside your line right here. Again, excuse the angles. And what you want to do is just loosen again. So you put this one here. All right, guys. So I already loosened this side up. All I have to do is do it hand tight. Now we're gonna remove this one right here. At the same time, it's pretty hard. Oh man. All right guys, so everything's setting up. I also forgot to mention this actually has a bracket, but this one's broken. Previous owner broke it. I'm gonna go ahead and check that everything's tightened up. There's no leaks. So I'm gonna be turning on the truck and triple check that there's no leaks going on. Drive it around and triple check it again. Again, this truck has a bracket right here, but it's broken. I'm probably gonna replace it because I don't want this loose, and it's held up by one bolt. Let me see if I can get I can't get an angle, but it's gonna be on top of the filter. It's probably like a 14mm bolt. It's held up right here, and I'm gonna replace it. I'm probably gonna zip tie this right here, so it won't be all over the place. But everything's tightened up. Well, let's give it a start. All right, so I went ahead and started it up. My hands are full of gas, and it really smells. Let's give it a chickaroo. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and drive it around. Make sure there's no leaks on either end. When it started right up. Hopefully get this problem out of the way. That problem I've been having when I started and it cranks but it never starts. I'll show you guys a little clip. Hopefully it fixes that, and again get this truck running 100%, and get more videos for you guys out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me my tools a little wipe down. Always keep your tools clean. And this is gonna be your old filter. I forgot to tell you guys how to put this. This actually just slides onto this tube right here, and it locks into this little crown right here, and this actually locks into your hoses down under your truck. And again, this is going to be the one you're holding with that adjustable wrench. I think it's a 19 or a 20, I don't know what size it was. But again, I used the adjustable wrench, it worked fine. And there's your old filter. It doesn't. Wow. It is coming out dirty. I went ahead and blow it on it through this side, and it is blowing fuel. Whoa. Yep. I think it is clogged. Ooh. Can't wait to show you guys what this actually is. I'm still working on this. I'm still tweaking on this project right here. Also on the Infinity, I finally got those lights changed. on both sides. It still needs a little bit more tweaking. I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on these lights later on, as soon as I get these working at 100%, because I think the ballast on the driver's side went out, so I need to fix that and fix those little scuffs and get everything realigned. Alright guys, so I already triple checked for any leaks, any oil leaks from the filter, any oil leaks from the drain plug, any fuel leaks on that filter. So I went ahead and test drove it. I went ahead and checked the level on the oil on a flat surface, and there you go guys. Hopefully you find this video useful. Like always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.